Hello, I cannot remember if I did one of these videos for 2024. If I did, I failed miserably at it. But I do know I put it on my 2024 reading it spreadsheet, which is how I know I failed miserably at it. But I have goals for 2025, which will be addressed or will have already been addressed in my wrap up and goals video. But one of the goals is to prioritize some series, get some series off my shelves and, you know, really crack away at them. So I have a list of 10 series I want to prioritize this year, because I always say, like, I can't start new series because I have too many series on my shelf. But then am I doing anything to get the series off my shelf? No. So 6 of these are series that I have already started and I need to finish. And then 4 are series that I would like to start and finish, because I want to give myself permission to do that, because I think that's part of my problem. So the first one should be the easiest, and that is Keeping Up with the Cavendishes by Maya Rodale. I don't usually consider romance in this category because of like series I need to finish, because I find I don't usually struggle with them. But for whatever reason, this series and we're not working. We're fine. The first 2 books I really enjoyed. The 3rd book I actually recently read it and I didn't love it. But the 4th book, It's Hard Out Here for a Duke, like, it's just one book. And like, why am I not reading it? I don't know. I did read the 3rd book this year though, so like that is progress. So we'll see. Next is the Like Us series by Krista and Becca Ritchie. I want to read Luna and Donnelly's books so bad. And once I get to them, I fully expect to blow through them. It is the fact that I have to read one more Akara, Sully, and Biggs book that is driving me bonkers. And it's a long one. I think it's like a 19-hour audiobook. Oh my god. And just based on how like their books have just gone downhill for me, like I'm not hopeful for it. But like I don't want to skip it because the books are like chronological order, and I feel like there's going to be stuff I need to know about Luna and Donnelly. Like, so I can't skip it. I will hopefully, so full disclosure, I am filming this in November. So in my head, I will have finished that by the end of this year. But in my heart, I think we just have to be honest that that's probably not going to happen. And so I will have to read 4 of these next year, but hopefully just 3. Next is the Illuminae Files by Kristoff and Amie Kaufman, right? Yes. I read Illuminae years ago and I really enjoyed it, and then like immediately bought the second 2 books, like 2nd and 3rd books, and then just never picked them up for no reason. And then I keep being like, should I reread Illuminae? I've heard really good things with the audio. Should I listen on audio? And then I just do nothing. Like, that makes no sense. And these are mixed media. I think, even though they're big chunkers, I think they'll be relatively quick reads. So that's just laziness on my part. I mean, all of this is laziness. Next is, the Poison Study series by Maria V. Snyder. I even went through the effort this year, and I think in 2023, to start for it, to reread the first 3 books in this series so that I could read the 2nd trilogy. And then I just like don't do it. I just don't do it. Like, why? And there is a novella that comes after these, and I've seen the title, and I want to read that novella so bad because of the title. And I will not let myself do it because I'm sure it's going to spoil stuff for the other books, even though like the title probably does. The title means what I think it means. And I do really love these characters. I do. And I don't know why I will not pick them up, but I'm going to try really, really hard this year to do that. Next, another one I made an effort this year, I had to start over, is the Heartstrikers series by Rachel Aaron. And again, I am stopped after book 2. I own all of them in physical copy. I own all of them as audiobooks. I did a reread on audio for the first 2 books. I still really enjoy them. I don't know what is stopping me from continuing on with this series. Like, what is wrong with me? I don't know, but I would really like to finish these. and to talk about them. I feel like people don't talk about these books or about Rachel Aaron / Rachel Bach very often, and I have enjoyed everything she has written. So, you know. And then the last one that is a series I have already started is the Fable graphic novels by Bill Willingham. I think I own all of them. I think there's one I might not own, but I can get it through my library. And I think I've read like 11 or 12 of these, and there's 20 or 22. So, and again, they're graphic novels. They literally take me like 60 minutes to read, and I don't know why I won't read them. So, welcome to my life. Now we're going into the series that will need to start and finish, which these are 2 trilogies and 2 duologies. So I own all of it, which is part of why I should read them. The first is The Drowning Empire by, I think it's Andrea Stewart. The first one is The Bone Shard Daughter. I own that as physical and audiobook. And then I own the whole trilogy. I got like the Fairy Loot editions. They're beautiful. So hopefully I like these. I have stopped doing that, buying books from Fairy Loot that like I've never read, but I believe Elle from Elliot Brooks really liked these, and generally I think we have pretty similar taste. I don't think she would like everything I like, but I like 90% of what she likes, is how I would describe it. So I am hopeful and excited, and they kind of like stare at me from my shelves. So next this is like a put up or shut up. Okay. And that is Shadow and Storm by Leigh Bardugo. I have owned Shadow and Bone for like almost as long as it's been out. And I have owned the full trilogy. In fact, I own the Six of Crows, Crooked Kingdom, whatever. I own those 2 too. Have I read any of them? No. I did watch the first season of Shadow and Bone. I really enjoyed it, and I heard like mixed things about the second series, so then I was like afraid to keep watching. Same thing happened with The Witcher. So I never moved on past season 1. I also don't trust Netflix. They killed Anne with an E. They've killed so many good shows. So, you know. But this is like, I either need to read these books or they need to get unhauled. Now, if I end up unhauling these, I am a little scared that I'm not going to like them because I feel like I'm not really the target demographic for them anymore. I plan on only unhauling the Shadow and Bone books and keeping the Six of Crows, Crooked Kingdom, and trying those because I think that that's like a pretty acceptable thing to do, and people kind of feel like those might be like a little bit better just as like she has matured as a writer and everything. I don't know, but these books either need to get read or they need to get out of here. Next is one I have wanted to read for a long time, but I've been telling myself no because I can't start another series, and that is Six Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim. I own both of these books, and I really enjoyed the first duology I read from her. The Spin the Dawn, that's not what the series is called, but that's the first one. I really, really liked that duology. And so I am very hopeful I will enjoy these as well. And I think that Elizabeth Lim could easily become a favorite author of mine. And so I would really like to read these. I just keep not letting myself. And then similarly is the Courting Darkness duology by Robin LaFevers. So this takes place after His Fair Assassins trilogy, which the first one is Grave Mercy. This follows Sabella, who you meet in book 2, Dark Triumph. And this year I reread Grave Mercy and Dark Triumph. I do not plan on rereading Mortal Heart because I don't remember particularly loving it. And Sabella was definitely my favorite character. Her book was my favorite book. When I reread it this year on audio, it was just as good as I remember it being. It was amazing and I loved it, and it made me want to reread these so bad, or like read these so badly. But again, I was like, you can't start a new series. Even though it's a duology, it's complete. I own both books. Like, it's such an arbitrary rule I've put on myself, but it's what I did. So I've given myself permission. I can read it. I mean, obviously I can read whatever I want. I'm an adult, but so those are 10 series I am prioritizing this year, and hopefully they will all get finished or get shuffled off the shelves. So we shall see. If you have read any of these and you think that there's any that I really need to prioritize, or you have any opinions, let me know down in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Bye.